With our staff, we have a veteran staff on our offense and defensive coaching staff, and so we were able to adjust pretty well. Just like everyone else, we took week by week. We tried to play some games there in the fall. We were going to play Northwest and Central there at the end of the fall season. Weren't able to do that. And then came back in the spring. The spring went a lot smoother, so we got a really nice facility. When you guys come on our campus, you'll see our, please take a time and go inside it. It looks really impressive from the outside. It's awesome on the inside. But our new indoor facility, we were able to utilize that really extensively in January and February and even in March, but allowed us to practice really well. And then we did get a game. We got to play Colorado School of Mines, which was kind of a treat. They're a very good football team. It allowed us to travel to Golden, Colorado, and we got that in. So it was like we lured them to practice hard in the fall with some games we didn't get to play, but then in the spring we did get to play, and I think the players really enjoyed it, the coaches enjoyed it, and it was a reward for their patience and hard work. But we also felt like we really had good practices. We probably got in, 25 or so practices in the spring that were really good, and felt like we got better. So leading into 2020, we feel like we've added to our depth. Obviously, we have we're calling them super seniors, our super senior class. It has a lot of experience and guys that have played really well in this conference, and so we have that. And then the freshmen that redshirted last year, they were going to redshirt if we, most likely if we played a season, but they got a ton of practice, more than they normally would, working on a work team. So we feel like we've gotten them ready. So we feel like we have good depth across the board. And obviously, just like everybody here, we're anxious to have football go. And obviously each town, Topeka's that way, every town in the MIAA is ready to have their home team play a game. And I think there's going to be a lot of excitement for it this year. And I think the players and coaches alike aren't, when you get it taken away from you like it was in 19, you have a new respect for, don't take that for granted, and really enjoy the practices, enjoy the meetings, and fall in love with the games. But you really have to enjoy the process even more, and that's always a slogan you hear, but that really comes to light with not having a season in 2019. And I'm proud of our seniors, the super seniors, that made their way back. It shows their love for the game, the love for their teammates, and I think that's a big deal. I think the NCAA did very well with granting them a year. I'm proud of Washburn University for providing that year. And I think that that goes a long way towards the, to showing your loyalty to that student athlete, and then also allowing them to play that senior year.
Wonderful. Grant, do you mind answering the same question? I'll restate it, but how you've prepared for the 2021 season, and what exactly you've done to motivate the teammates around you and create the camaraderie that you guys have had that everyone's had a struggle in over the last 16 months creating for themselves.
Yeah, like Coach said, we've been fortunate to get a lot of practices in, especially in the fall, even though I think I practiced more in the summer, fall, and spring than I have in my entire career. But no, it's good. It's good getting those extra practices in. We get a year off like that. It's good for the body, but it's also, like he said, you kind of respect the game a little bit more. You're wanting to go out there and compete more, and having that competition taken away from you, it builds that fire up a little bit more. So being able to finally get back to what is normal, I guess, and get that butterfly feeling back in your stomach, it's just a good feeling to be back.
I think you hit the nail on the head. It's good for the body, but it's very tormenting for the mind to not be able to play for that long. Yeah.
Very much.
What about you, Mitch? What have you done to the quarterback and receiver timing and running back timing? How have you kept that going over the last 16 months?
Yes, sir. Like they said, the fall of 2020 was tough, but we were able to practice and work as cohesive groups with, the running backs, receivers, tight ends, skill positions on the offensive side of the football. Continually working that throughout the spring and summer. We've had a lot of skill positions show up, so they've done a great job, worked really hard. It's been a while since I've been hit. It's been like 700 days since I've taken a hit in a game, so I'm excited, looking forward to when we play in an actual game of getting hit for the first time in a long time. I can't say the same about Grant, but I'm excited for that opportunity when it comes in September. But we're full head steam going into camp come August 9th with our first practice. So.
Grant's probably not going to recognize that yellow jersey next time in practice
Right.
with that statement. With that, I'll open it up to the